The science of happiness. What men need to know. What if I told you that your ambition, your drive to succeed, and that relentless pursuit of the next promotion, the bigger house, or the fatter paycheck are part of a script that might be leading you away from happiness, not towards it? For decades, men have been handed a blueprint for life that's looking more and more flawed. We're told to grind, to hustle, to sacrifice, to be the provider. It's like we've been given a treasure map where X marks the spot of happiness, but the map leads to a treadmill. We're running and running, thinking we're getting somewhere, but we're just stuck in a burnout culture, constantly chasing a horizon that keeps moving. They're playing a game that feels impossible to win. And the science is starting to reveal a troubling new pattern. For generations, studies showed a U-shaped curve of happiness, like a valley we pass through in midlife before climbing back up. But recent data, particularly in the US and other Western nations, shows this curve is being twisted and distorted. Unhappiness and despair among young people have been rising, with some data showing reported despair among young men more than doubling in recent decades. It's as if the emotional ground itself is shifting, and many men are feeling adrift, disconnected, and unsure of their place in the world. But here's the thing, it's not your fault, you've just been given the wrong map. In this video, we're going to tear up that old, flawed blueprint. We're going to give you a new map, one that's grounded in biology and psychology. This is the blueprint for what it truly takes for a man to build a life not of fleeting pleasure, but of deep, lasting fulfillment and happiness. And we're building it on a foundation of science. Let's get into it. 1. The first pillar, your mission is your motor. The first and most critical pillar of male happiness is having a mission. And this isn't just some philosophical idea, it's practically written into our biology. Think of your brain as a high-performance engine. Neurotransmitters like dopamine, often called the pleasure chemical, are more accurately the motivation molecule. It's the high-octane fuel for that engine. Dopamine isn't just released when you achieve a goal. It surges when you are in pursuit of a meaningful target. It's the neurochemical fuel for the hunt. A man without a mission is like a Ferrari with a full tank of gas but no GPS and no destination. He's just idling in a parking lot, going nowhere, and that feeling of aimlessness creates a vacuum that anxiety and depression are all too happy to fill. A recent study on the drivers of men's happiness found that a sense of passion and purpose was a core component of a fulfilling life. This is that deep-seated need to create, to contribute, and to have a positive impact on those who come after you. It's the feeling that you are a cause, not just an effect. Now, a mission doesn't mean you have to be Elon Musk and colonize Mars. A mission is simply a direction that you have chosen. It's a problem you want to solve. It could be building a business or mastering a craft. It could be a physical mission, like training for a marathon or getting into the best shape of your life. Or it could be a personal one, like being the most present and engaged father you can be, or leading a project in your local community. The what of the mission is less important than the having of it. It provides direction. It organizes your actions. It gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning that goes beyond just paying the bills. It turns life's struggles into a meaningful story. So here's your first evidence-based strategy. Define your mission. Take out a piece of paper and answer this. If fear and money were off the table, what problem would you want to spend your time solving? What would you want to build, create, or contribute to? Don't judge the answers, just write. This is the first step to grabbing the steering wheel of your own life. 2. The second pillar, destroy the arrival fallacy. The second pillar requires us to dismantle one of the most toxic lies out there, the "I'll be happy when" myth. Psychologists have a name for this, the arrival fallacy. The false belief that once you achieve a certain goal, you will arrive at a permanent state of happiness. You know the script. I'll be happy when I get that promotion. I'll be happy when I buy that house. I'll be happy when I finally make 7 figures. But what really happens, you get the promotion, and after the initial thrill, the new title just becomes your new, stressful normal. You buy the dream house, and the excitement fades into a routine of mortgage payments and repair bills. This is called hedonic adaptation. It's like listening to your favorite new song on repeat. The first few times it's incredible, the 50th time, it's just background noise. Our brains adapt to new circumstances incredibly quickly, which means the thrill of any achievement is almost always temporary. This puts you on a hamster wheel of desire, where you're always chasing the next thing, believing that will be the one that finally makes you happy. It's a recipe for perpetual dissatisfaction. Science shows us that happiness isn't a destination. It's not a summit you conquer. It's a process. It's the hike itself. Remember dopamine? It fires most intensely during the pursuit of the goal. The brain rewards the effort, the striving, the progress. The happiness is in the climb, not just in planting a flag at the top. So here's your next strategy. Shift your focus from the destination to the journey. Instead of setting only outcome-based goals, set process-based goals. Don't just fixate on losing 20 pounds. Focus on hitting the gym 3 times this week and eating a healthy lunch today. Celebrate completing the daily process, not just the distant outcome. Combine this with a daily gratitude practice. Studies consistently show that simple practices like keeping a gratitude journal can significantly boost positive emotions and well-being. By consciously appreciating the view you have now on the hike, you fight back against hedonic adaptation and train your brain to find satisfaction in the present. If this is making sense to you and you're tired of playing a game you can't win, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's a small click, but it tells the algorithm that more men need to see this blueprint. And if you're serious about building a life of purpose, make sure you subscribe, because we're just getting started. 3. The third pillar, the surprising power of your tribe. The third pillar is the one that's most often overlooked, yet it is arguably the most powerful predictor of your long-term health and happiness. It's the quality of your relationships. In a world that often encourages men to be lone wolves, to be self-reliant to a fault, this can feel almost counterintuitive. But the science here is crystal clear. The Harvard study of adult development is one of the longest-running studies on happiness in history, tracking the lives of hundreds of men for over 80 years. They tracked everything: their careers, their health, their finances. The director of the study, Dr. Robert Waldinger, said the single clearest message from all that data is this: good relationships keep us happier and healthier. Period. It wasn't their cholesterol levels at age 50 that predicted how healthy they'd be at 80. It was how satisfied they were in their relationships. Close, meaningful connections are like a protective shield for our brains and bodies. The study found that men who felt lonely were not only less happy, but their health declined earlier and they lived shorter lives. Waldinger even said that loneliness kills. It's as powerful as smoking or alcoholism. Biologically, strong social bonds are like a calming agent for the body. They release oxytocin, a hormone that builds trust, and they help lower cortisol, the stress hormone that, like a slow acid, can wreck your health over time. The problem is, many men are starving for real connection. Society often discourages vulnerability, and the relentless focus on career can squeeze out the time needed to build a tribe. We have hundreds of friends online, but may have no one to call when the engine sputters and we're stranded on the side of the road. Here is your actionable strategy. Practice what Dr. Waldinger calls social fitness. We track our calories in our gym sessions, but we let our most important relationships atrophy. Treat them like a muscle. Don't just say, let's get together soon. Pull out your phone right now and schedule a specific time to see a friend. Call a family member you haven't spoken to in a while just to say you were thinking of them. Join a club, a team, or a group focused on a shared interest. Doing things side by side is a proven way for men to build strong friendships. It's not about having a huge network, it's about having a reliable crew to call on when it counts. 4. The fourth pillar, the meaning in the work. This final pillar brings us back to the thing that occupies most of our waking hours, our work. But there is a world of difference between a job and meaningful work. A job is what you do for a paycheck. Meaningful work is an extension of your mission. Multiple studies have confirmed that for men, job satisfaction is one of the biggest predictors of overall well-being. But that satisfaction doesn't just come from a big salary or a fancy title. According to self-determination theory, a major framework in psychology, true satisfaction comes from 3 things: autonomy, feeling in control of your work; competence, feeling you're good at what you do; and relatedness, feeling your work matters to others. When your work lacks these things, it can feel soul-crushing. You feel like a single, replaceable cog in a giant, indifferent machine. You're just trading your life force for money, and that dissatisfaction bleeds into every other part of your life. But when your work feels useful and allows you to contribute, it becomes a powerful source of fulfillment. It's the difference between being a rower on a galley ship chained to an oar and being the captain of your own boat charting a course. This doesn't mean you have to quit your job tomorrow and join a nonprofit. The strategy is to find or create meaning right where you are. First, look at your current role. How does your work, even in a small way, help someone else? Who is the end user? Connecting your daily tasks to a human impact can radically change your perspective. Second, focus on mastery. What skill can you develop right now that will make you more competent and valuable? The pursuit of mastery itself is deeply fulfilling. And third, if your job truly is a dead end, a galley ship chained to the dock, then your mission becomes creating an exit strategy. This isn't about rage quitting, it's about methodically building a bridge to something better. Start a side project, take a course to learn a new skill, or start networking in a field that actually aligns with your mission. Your work should be a source of energy, not just a drain on your life. Conclusion. So that's it, the real, science-backed blueprint for building a happier life. It's not some secret formula or a quick hack. It's a set of principles to build on day after day. Let's recap the 4 pillars. 1. Find your mission. Stop being a car idling in a parking lot. Give yourself a destination to drive toward. Your brain will thank you for it. 2. Destroy the arrival fallacy. Happiness is the hike, not the summit. Embrace the climb, find joy in the process, and practice gratitude for where you are right now. 3. Cultivate your tribe. Prioritize your relationships as if your life depends on it. Because according to the longest study on happiness ever, it does. 4. Find meaning in your work. Make sure that the thing you spend most of your life doing is an expression of your purpose, not just a transaction. This isn't a checklist to finish once, it's a compass to guide your daily decisions. The old map led too many of us toward frustration and burnout. This new map gives you the power to navigate toward a life of profound and lasting happiness, purpose, and connection. The power is in your hands starting today. Now I want to hear from you. Look at these 4 pillars. Which one are you going to focus on starting this week? Drop a comment below with your number 1 priority. Your declaration is a commitment to yourself. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Your journey to building a better life is important, and we're here to help you every step of the way. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.